Hello, hello! Join me for an unboxing that is something a little different and new. Okay, y'all, this is a totally new kind of unboxing for me. I actually have been getting this sub kit for probably 3 or 4 months now, but every single time that it has come in, I haven't had the opportunity to do an unboxing for it. So what this is a ink, I guess just an ink subscription kit. That's probably the best way I should say it. Although they do end up sending a lot of times some other really cool items, and sometimes it's like ink swatch cards, sometimes it's Tomoe River paper, sometimes it's new paper that I haven't had the opportunity to try, and all of those things for me make this sub kit super fun. And with really enjoying my fountain pens these days, I love having the versatility of some new inks and some somewhat exclusive inks. Let's get right to it. The company that actually sends this out, this is InkJournal.com, so you can find it through there. And they always end up sending this little paper, and this is called the InkFlight, and I will get that zoomed in. There we go. And they basically always write what every ink is, the name of it, and a little description about it. This is definitely, just looking at it first glance, a new company of ink for me. I do not believe Andarillium, again, because I'm somewhat of a fountain pen noob. That is definitely new for me. And see, this is what I mean. Let's get these other goodies out of the box, and I will put the box to the side. Always comes with a really cute vinyl sticker, and I mean, look how adorable that is. A little octopus holding a fountain pen. That is so cute. And then this is a Usari notebook, 8mm line. It's an A5 size with 96 sheets. Let's feel this paper. Interesting. So it is definitely something I've never used. Don't have any idea what Usari paper is. Let's see on the back. I really gotta get my camera fixed, y'all. This is what it says. Yeah, so if you can read that, great. But it's very, very like shiny and soft as far as paper goes, texture wise. Definitely thicker than Tomoe River paper. So that's cool. Something new. Like I said, I do enjoy when they send little bits of paper and notebooks because I get to try some new stuff. All right, let's get right into ink subscription. So that is what you generally get. You get samples, almost like if you were to buy them from Goulet Pens or any of the other companies. And we are going to swatch these out together. I still have some of my InkVent Diamine inks to swatch, so I'm gonna leave a couple pages so I can finish that, because I got really behind. And let me grab my Kakimori nib and my ink rag. Okay, we'll start right from the first one. Is called Common Loon Black. I'm not even gonna try and get that to focus because my camera is just being ridiculous. Okay, let's do this just so I don't have to pull out my little ink matte. So it says it's black, but I can kind of see almost like a purplish hue to it. Okay, close it up before I have a massive issue. Andoryllium Common Loon Black. That's a mouthful. It's definitely a wet writer. Andoryllium Common. I can't spell. That's okay. Okay, let's do like the color swatch. Didn't put on enough ink, Heather. Ugh. Okay, let's try that again. And this time I put way too much. There we go. I like always doing a big blob because if there's any variation in the ink, then I get that opportunity to see that better. So yeah, I can kind of see some shading in that black. It's pretty cool. Okay, going with the very next one. This says Andoryllium Vampire Squid Red. That's quite the name. Like, okay, it's definitely red. Vampire Squid Red. Let's see what you got. It's definitely red. I don't know what a vampire squid is. Okay, and that's red, but it has almost some like coral undertones to it. I really should be reading what it says. So it says, if you want a bright red that would make Dracula envious, inject vampire squid red into your pen. Okay, well, they're creative, that's for sure. All right. And then the next one is Indigo Bunting Blue. And this one says, this medium tone blue is named after the night flying member of the cardinal family. Ooh, it's a very pretty blue. I can tell you that already. Indigo Bunting Blue. I'm just gonna start writing the name because they're all the same company. Indigo Bunting Blue. And very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, I will actually zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can see these colors a little bit better, since I was kind of doing it from afar there a little bit. There we go, that's better. Okay. And let me wipe this off before I start mixing ink up. I just use one of these super cheap microfibers, and it does really well for brief, you know, cleaning it off quick. The Kakimori nibs, and then I will just take a wipe to it, a wet wipe, and at the end I will clean it really well with a wet wipe. You can dip it in water. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want, but I just try to keep it simple. Cuttlefish Brown. Cuttlefish Brown. Very wet. Okay, at first I didn't see the browns. It just kind of looked black, but I can see it now. You see those brown variations there. Okay, I see that. And of course, I had this like really good sun lighting at the beginning of my video, and now the sun's disappearing to the other side of the house. Okay, and this one is Blue Ringed Octopus Blue. Okay. It's bright. Blue Ringed Octopus Blue. Ooh. That's pretty. Very pretty. I like that one. Although it definitely looks like one that I need to be careful putting in like a really light colored pen, because it's very pigmented and looks like it may stain. Super pretty though. I like it. Okay. And that one, it actually, okay, I didn't read the Cuttlefish Brown. What did it say? Cuttlefish Brown said this color shifting sepia is inspired by the clouds of ink that cuttlefish deploy to evade predators. Okay. And then the other one said Blue Ringed. Where'd that one go? Right up there. The color ink is formulated to mimic the vibrant electric blue of the venomous Blue Ringed Octopus. I mean, I learned something new right there, because I never even knew there was an octopus, a Blue Ringed Octopus. So there you go. And then Colossal Squid Dark. Ooh, that one is dark. I have ink all over my hands. Well, so be it. And this one is very pigmented as well. And this one is Colossal. So that one says, at a first glance, this dark bluish teal looks black. That is true. Let's write with it. It does definitely look black at first glance. Colossal Squid Dark. This is how I get ink on my hands, y'all. I end up over dipping my dip pen quite often, actually. This is sort of like my thing. and then I grip the dip pen too low and get ink all over myself. What else is new? Yeah, I can see the teal undertones in that. That's cool. Okay. Swipe that off. Yeah, look at la la. This is why I don't do, now that I have ink all over me, once I'm done this video, I'm probably just going to finish my ink vent. Why not, right? Get the rest of the ink on me. And then finally, Flapjack Octopus Orange. Okay. It's very orange, and I love that because I have a very limited amount of orange colors in my ink repertoire. All right. Flapjack. Let me move this so you guys can see. Flapjack Octopus Orange. Octopus Orange. That's cool. And it kind of reminds me of a Robert Oster color that I have. I think it's called like Flaming Orange. Real similar. That's pretty. Cool. Like I said, I'm always happy to get some browns and oranges in my collection because I don't tend towards those when I'm buying them. This is good. Just kind of cleaned that off real simple, and then I get my wipes in bulk at Sam's Club, and they're just water-based wipes, and then I mean, you can see more that comes off in the end. And I do, if I have fingernails at the time, I do try and kind of get my fingernails in there to wipe out any ink that might have gotten stuck in the little veins. Yeah, some people will soak theirs, and I'm just not, I don't know. I think this works fine, and I'm not using it for like fine writing or anything. I literally just use it for swatching. So I think that just doing this cleans it enough that I don't need to do anything else. That is it. Not, you know, like anything super major, but still kind of cool. And now that they're starting to dry, like in the common loon black, I can see a little bit of variation there. And definitely in this cuttlefish brown one, you can see brown tones and green tones and see that like little bit of shimmer. That's cool. The other ones I think are fairly flat colors. They're not completely dry, but for the most part, I think they are. But really cool, and it's just another sub kit if you guys, you know, were looking to get into a different sub kit. I will tell you though that generally there is a wait list to get on this. So you would have to wait for somebody like me, essentially, to stop their subscription so that you could get a subscription for a while. And they have limited inks and such that they can put in the kits. And, you know, that's basically why they do that. The only reason why I would stop doing it is just because I now have almost full. And that would mean I have 2 of these full of ink samples. And then I have 25 of these little bottle samples for diamine. Definitely, that's a ton. And I don't really need to have many more inks at this point. I need to just kind of like go, whoa, put the brakes on. And yeah, I definitely don't have very many left. So maybe I'll do like 2 more months and then I will pause it for a while, use up some of my inks, and start it back up at a later date. But it is super fun. It is called the InkFlight, and definitely giving credit to my friend Inks and Paper on Instagram. Kruthi was the one that told me about this, and I just wanted to make sure that I gave her kudos. And oh, here. This actually, before I sign off, this talks about the paper, and let's move this out of the way. So the paper on this book, it says, is a Nakabayashi, produced high-end fountain pens and other office tools. Leaning on this experience, the Japanese stationery maker introduces a premium notebook built for use with fountain pens and rollerball ink. And it says the Usari notebook contains quality ruled paper with 8mm spacing so you can write with big, bold strokes. Glide your pen over this thick eggshell colored paper, and it's 192 pages, smooth textured. Yeah, and it definitely does. It says it feels luxurious to the touch, and I can say without a doubt it feels luxurious to the touch. It is very, very, very smooth. I am excited to have the opportunity to try this paper. I may keep this one for I have different journals that I use for taking sermon notes, and I love using my fountain pens for that as well, because I don't end up getting crampy if I'm writing a lot. So I'll probably save this for that. That'll be cool. All right. If you guys have any questions about this Inky subscription, feel free to comment down below. Like and subscribe. I'll make sure all of the links are in the description, and I will see y'all in the next video.